Hello, welcome to yet another episode of Be Money Wiser, and today we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic. Today we're talking about making wiser financial decisions amongst the young couples. Tilda, are you a young couple?
I think at this point we can listen to this inspiring experience from Mr. Tinei, and I'm hoping we can pick a point or two that we can discuss and carry on with these thoughts of money in our relationships.
My name is Tinei Maocha. I am the Africa Regional Director for Opportunity International. Opportunity International is one of the major shareholders of Opportunity Bank here in Uganda and in a number of countries in Africa. I used to be the Chief Executive Officer of the Opportunity Bank Uganda until September this year. And I'm pleased to share my story on this program, and I want to relate my story in terms of hoping to help young people there to be money wiser, as the program does suggest. So my own background in terms of transparency in handling finances. As a married person, I got married fairly early. I got married at the age of 26. My wife was 20. We were barely out of college. And we learned from an early age to be transparent with funds. My own situation is that my father, who wasn't highly educated, in fact he was barely educated, he was a taxi driver. My mother was educated and earned more money than him, but he one day said to me, "Son, you as the man of the house, when you get married, your money is your family's, and your wife should decide what she wants to do with her money." And that's always been my philosophy. Some people, even my kids, sometimes find it strange, but that was the wisdom of the older generation, and I've lived up to that. So with my wife, she initially, when I started work, she actually earned more than me. She was a private secretary, and I was just starting in the hotel industry. She earned more than me, but I sought to make sure that I was transparent with my paycheck, and took care of the expenses, and she could do what she pleased with money. But since that time, just learning to put the trust in my wife to say, "You make decisions, I will take care of the household expenses." We've been married now 28 years, and I find that she is she doesn't abuse funds. She appreciates that trust and the transparency. So it has worked for me. I don't know if it will work for everyone, but certainly up to now, any account that I have is a joint account. I get a supplementary card for her. She can access the funds, but the relationship we have is such that even though my wife knows that she has full access to our funds, she normally checks and says, "Which account shall I use? Shall I do this? Shall I do this?" So I think this is founded on trust. So trust in the sense of being transparent. As a result, she's also transparent with money from her business, although I still allow her free hand to be able to do what she requires. In our particular situation, my parents are late, and her parents are still alive, so she takes care of her parents, and she can do that without even asking me, and that is the beauty of this particular setup. The challenge that we have faced in our own situation, our own marriage, is transparency when it comes to lending or giving money to relatives on either side. So in my case, my policy was that my money is our money, her money is her money, but as I related, my wife has been very transparent even with her finances. Now, there would be situations when I would give one of my relatives money without being transparent. And sometimes it was a challenge in that, yes, I'm saying that my money is our money, but maybe she actually thinks that it's not a good idea to give that particular relative. He might be borrowing, he'll never return, that kind of thing. And also we once had a challenge when, because I've taken care of household expenses, I wanted to make another investment which was going to give a quick return, but I ended up losing money.
Welcome back. That's amazing. I hope you have learned something from Tine's experience. Alex, transparency in finances amongst the couples. What's your take?
It's a practical one, but it's always a hard one. Sometimes couples tend to hide how much they earn, how much they spend, where. So it's very common, without judging Ugandans, it's very common in Uganda that most couples are not transparent. They feel there's no need for a woman to know how much I earn. And the woman feels like, no, I'm there. A man has to provide everything. Why should they know how much I earn?
From Tine's experience, he says that my money is our money, but her money is her money.
Yeah. So you find that what's really inspiring at the end of it all is the thought of working together with this person you're planning to spend your life with. So most cases when people are entering into these relationships, it's like it's a competition. We are comparing ourselves to other people. We are setting a standard. We are putting the partner on pressure that I want this in this period. And so in the end, we are not so supportive of each other. Yet we want to have a fulfilled relationship. But what I've really liked from his experience, and even when you look at his life right now, you can see that this gentleman worked slowly but diligently with his wife. And for the couples out there, if you've signed up to be with this person forever, I mean you are married, why would you not support each other to move yourselves forward? These days we are seeing this communication on social media that maybe stingy women, stingy men, my money is my money, your money, you know, those associations that are moving around on social media. For the married couples, ladies and gentlemen, stop wasting time. Stop running around in circles thinking that you're making a difference in your life while creating a hard time for your partner. Work together, pull resources together, move yourselves forward while working together for the common good. And at the end of it all, you will not just benefit from this, but your children will benefit, your next generation will benefit. And basically, let's stop thinking short term with these short term, you know, gratifications. Women want their money to be theirs, and yet you're looking at your husband struggling. Help him, support him, work together, put resources together. Because I mean, what's there to lose? You're already married, you're already in the mix. So work together and see that you move both your lives in the right direction.
I'm scared my wife will get another man at the workplace. I'm scared how the community judge me, how the society judge me when my wife is earning, when my wife is working, get a better job. My wife will disrespect me when they get better. Those are the common things people tend to fear. But when Tilda mentioned one of the most important things, competition. Relationship or marriage is not a competition. It's not a game of competition. What happens in Ivan's marriage does not really care about what will happen in your marriage. Doesn't affect, doesn't matter. So competition is killing wiser decisions that will take couples to a certain level.
And yet couples need to get their own formula. Every couple has its own formula. That's why in these things of money, we cannot say that you should
do like how the other person did it.
No, this guy's experience is inspiring, but you have to go back home and face the reality. Look at your circumstances, work together. Actually, that issue of a woman earning higher, if you're pulling resources together, it doesn't matter who earns higher. At the end of it all, you are pulling all this together for the common good.
The best decision you can do as a young couple is one, working together and being transparent. Let your spouse get to know how much you're earning and plan together. Yes, get to know that in the 2 years this is what we want to do. In the 5 years this is the dream that we are having. So it will be very, very easier for you if each one of you knows the financial standing of their fellows. Follow the conversation on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on Twitter, and follow us on our YouTube channel. Subscribe and click on the bell to be getting all the episodes that you might have missed out. See you next time. Be money wise.